Hey, Reverend Colonel here with the latest update on my beautiful wife. And boy, this has been an eventful day. Um, I got up here much earlier and I was able to spend more time with her because I was off today. And when I first got there, um, she knew who I was, but she could not remember being married to me. She thought she was supposed to be married to someone else. And it's a funny story in its own. But anyway, um, I worked on it. I brought her something from home to make her feel better and comfort her and a couple things. And she did like those, and that helped. And so then I just started digging in photos and showing her pictures of me and her and the kids and our anniversary and our wedding and our honeymoon, and showing her all these pictures and stuff. And she really wasn't really remembering them all, but it helped her get back. She said she loved me, and we prayed together and cried together, and it ended up being a great visit. um, I tell you what, this COVID brain thing is just, it's crazy. It's almost like a dementia type thing. She was imagining all kinds of weird scenarios and stuff and things that were not true and probably never happened. And she just has these memory gaps, and it's just so weird. It's so hit and miss of how random the things are that she has gaps of, but things that she remembers very clearly too. And people, she remembers most people and stuff. She was asking for her mom and dad, and shout out to them. And she remembered her old friend Mike BC. Remembered you, BC. Yes, shout out to you again. Probably because I've talked to her about you a couple times, because I told her that you called and we've talked, and so that's been a subject a couple times I've been up there. And so she remembers Mike BC. And at first she wouldn't talk to me. She refused to talk to me. She was so angry, and she would only write. And I gave her a pen, and boy, was that hard, because she wants to write in cursive, and her handwriting was just not the best, because she was just, she's weak and she hasn't written. But the great thing is she's writing, and she's writing words, and some of them were a little scribbleish, but some of them were quite legible. And so that means her cognitive skills are definitely well improved. I mean, if she can write and all that. But towards the end, she was talking to me and everything was good. We ended up on a very happy note, and she really wants to see her mom and dad, so I'm going to try to send them there tomorrow, since they're only allowed to have one visitor a day. Try to sneak the two of them in if we can. But anyway, it's just, it's insane, man. We just think of COVID as just being just this horrible, like, outrageous flu type thing that sometimes takes lives and sometimes doesn't. But there are so many other things that happen to people who fall victim to this virus, like COVID brain, and other things that people get, long haulers and all kinds of other stuff. Hopefully we don't end up with any of that stuff, any of us. But this thing is, it's dreadful. It is. It is dreadful. And I'm sorry, I have to keep ranting about the vaccine. Get vaccinated. If you haven't already, get vaccinated. It's your patriotic duty. Because guess what? If you're really a patriot and you call yourself a patriot, then that means you care about me and you care about my family, because we're Americans too. And that means you don't want to spread this thing and you want to end it, just like in the days when we ended polio and other things by getting our vaccines. And so, just do it and get your boosters and let's just get this thing done. So, anyway, hope everybody's doing good out there. Thank you so much, everyone, for the praying. We've got people around the world praying, and I'm so grateful for that. The prayers are being answered. She's getting better. She's still got a little rattle in her lungs. It's getting better, though. She's much more cognitive. She knows I want a breathing treatment and things like that. And she's, it was a pretty good milestone today. She has no restraints anymore. She's not trying to, act like a wild woman or tear things off of her or any of that stuff. And so it's just much better right now. And so things are improving. She really liked her nurse that she had today. She didn't want her to leave, but everything's good. And so, anyway, everybody, stay in the Word. Okay, I can't say that enough. Read your scripture every day. Start your day off that way. That's how I do it. Best way to do it, that should be first thing in the morning with your cup of coffee, sit down and read the Word, because it's one of the main ways that God speaks to you. He will speak to you through His Word. No matter how many times you've read it, He has something else to tell you. And stay in prayer. Be vigilant about your prayers. Pray for your family. Pray for your loved ones. Pray for my wife. Pray for my family. And we'll all get through this together. This is the way. Reverend Colonel signing out.